absolutely love riding a motorbike. It's just that I remember I passed the test for my car when I was 18. It's, you know, it's exciting. It is exciting. You can drive a car, you can go anywhere. The first few months, I remember just driving for the hell of it, but now I drive a car, I'm just like, oh, I've got to drive. Whenever I think about going on my bike, no, completely different story. Love it. I mean, even going to work, like sometimes, well, especially in the summer, I'll leave like half an hour earlier than I'm supposed to, just so I can go for a bit of a longer ride before work. It's just that, I don't know. I don't know if it's the acceleration or, I don't know, it's just a completely different experience to driving a car. I mean, yeah, so you've got downsides, like, you know, you get wet occasionally. It's a bit cold in the winter. But I mean, apart from that, I mean, yeah, so I know, like, people always bring up, like, oh, what if you fall off? What if you crash? I know, same risk in a car. I know there's less chance of you, like, going through the windscreen in a car, but you're still going to be in a crash, you know, it's not. It just seems silly. It seems silly people not riding a motorbike because they're scared of crashing. I mean, I read somewhere, I can't remember what it was, it must have been a magazine article or something. It was, I think it was like a professional racer. I remember them saying that the day that you feel invincible is the day that you'll come off. And yeah, I believe that really. And if you're not scared when you're riding, then you're I think a bit too overconfident. Too overconfident is just going to lead to you probably not paying attention and crashing. But I mean, to be scared to ride a motorbike indefinitely is, I don't know, it seems a bit silly really. I mean, the other thing as well is, until you've done it, don't knock it. And how do you know you're not going to love it? I think it's brilliant. But then, no, I guess I would consider myself a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Skydiving, and it'd be hard pushed to not get me on a roller coaster. I guess that was one of the things that made me want to go on a motorbike really. It was when I started skydiving, a couple of the people that I was skydiving with were asked why they wanted to start skydiving, and they said that because they were told that the next best thing from riding a motorbike was skydiving. So then I kind of, I don't know, I guess I went backwards from them, but for me it was a step forwards in that I could, you know, ride a motorbike, go to work, go to uni. Riding a motorbike is a hell of a lot more accessible than skydiving is. But I love both. So I guess it's the adrenaline that gets me really. I mean, that speed. I mean, 0 to 60 on this bike is just over 3 seconds. And that's incredible when you think about it. I mean, what kind of car am I going to be able to afford? Well, I'm not, basically. I'm not going to be able to afford a car that can do 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. It's going to be, well, I'm going to be looking at kind of like Ferrari, Porsche kind of area. And even a Bugatti Veyron can only do it in 2.5. So considering that my bike cost me £1,000, and then it's also, so 97, so it's also coming up to being 17 years old. And, you know, I can keep up with supercars. And I mean, I haven't even had to, this is the bike standard. So, you know, I'm not gonna go out and bloody soup up the crappy little car that I'd be able to get for the same amount of money just so that I can get to that kind of speed. I've got a motorbike.